Hiya, I'd like to take you with us on our mission tour to the northern part of Scotland, the EWNC1000 as I call it. Let's start from the centre of Scotland, then to the east, north and west coastlines, then return to Glasgow. Okay folks, it's a couple hours drive from Glasgow to our first destination. Had our lunch at McDonald's in Perth, then we're heading to the breathtaking red sandstone cliffs of Seaton, home to a large number of marine caves, stacks, blowholes, and arches. Our next destination will be around 50 minutes away from Arbroath. The abandoned medieval fortification known as Donator Castle is located on a rocky outcrop on the northeastern coast. The backdrop alone is really stunning. However, we arrived late and we are unable to enter the castle. Although this could be a great place to camp, there are more drawbacks than advantages. Then heading to the nearest town to find a good hidden camping spot in the wee forest. Finally pitched our tents, delicious dinner is served, lights off, good night. We survived the night and got ready early for our next trip. We need to take a detour to the Highlands not to visit King Charles but the King's great-grandfather. Did you know that Scotland has its very own pyramid and it's called Prince Albert's Cairn? This pyramid was built in 1861 and erected by Queen Victoria in memory of her husband, Prince Albert. Before the sun sets, we need to drive 27 minutes to our next camping spot in Foila. We are staying here for 2 nights. Good night. What a beautiful day. This is a perfect spot for wild camping and wild swimming, recommended by the rangers. We are so blown away with Lynn of Dee. Gorgeous. We have everything here. Even toilets are accessible. Swimming in the freezing natural pool is therapeutic. The kids are happy and the adults can sleep soundly. This is luxury. Today, we hurried out of paradise drenched on a rainy day. Another long haul drive to KFC for our late lunch and dinner. Finally in Inverness, as we have arrived, our home for 2 nights. We can finally take a warm shower and sleep in our snug pod under a strong roof. Good night. Morning, Nessie. Come out, wherever you are. Amazed to see the vast lake, wondering if our big guy is lurking somewhere. But never mind, off to the waterfalls we go. Then to the wee town to buy souvenirs, then hang out at our famous Doors Beach for a Nessie sighting. Nah, good night. After our long drive, we stretch our legs for a nice, beautiful big bird walk. Lovely wee nature walk at Colesby. Hear the birds chirping? Weather's been great. What a bliss. Our next stop for an interesting wild camping night is Craigcake. It's actually a campsite with simple, clean amenities with a stunning view of the coast and long sandy beach. Regretfully, we didn't fully appreciate the place during our one-night visit. If you want to have fun and a restful vacation like you're in Spain, I could suggest staying here for more than 3 days. Good night. We are searching for a washing machine since we are running out of clean clothes. Very few for such a popular route. After hours of waiting for our clothing to dry, we finally enjoy our late lunch dinner at the harbour in Wick. Time to head to our next official stop, the well worth the visit to Castle Sinclair, Girnagle. I couldn't believe my eyes to see the dramatic ruins of the past from the 14th to 17th century. I can't stop imagining how marvelous it was back in its prime. Without a doubt, this is one of the highlights of our journey. Love it. It's getting late and we're desperate for a safe spot to sleep for the night. another detour to Donator Beach, and finally set up our tents on the beach. Another wild camping night. Good night. Morning. The sound of the waves greets us with a serene beach view in the morning. We all woke up safe and slept through the night. Since nature's calling, we must swiftly pack away our gears. After having our quick breakfast munch, we are ready to set off to John O'Groats for a safe haven for all. This place is perfect for people of all ages. Really nice and clean facilities for transients like us. There are cafes and shops you can spend money on. The view of the coast while sipping your coffee is just as good as meditating. Just another 5-minute drive is my new favorite place on earth on this journey. I didn't expect to get stunned by the most spectacular view I have ever seen in my life. The wildlife alone is like a different era. Am I in the Jurassic period? Duncansea Stack feels like a dream, and I would rather not wake up. Need to wake up from reality to be able to reach another famous attraction. The Dunnet Head Lighthouse is a must. It's like conquering Mount Everest minus the trek. Just proud to say I was here, the most northerly point of mainland Britain. As our stomach starts to crumble, it's time to find the perfect picnic spot to devour our sandwich from Tesco. Down to lurk down the sandside beach to see if it's ideal for fishing, but along the path there's a warning sign, radioactive hazard. Yes, we're leaving. We eventually reach my dream location, which I had seen on Google Maps. It felt like nirvana to see it in person. The beach with its immaculate white sand is calling again. All we want to do is unwind, savor this peaceful, divine sensation. Despite our desire to camp here, the grounds were impractical, so we move on to Strathy Beach. We are all exhausted, so let's hope for the next last stop of the day. We wouldn't have a place to stay the night if the trust hadn't let us set up our tents in the dunes. Thank you so much. Sweet dreams. What a beautiful morning. Just over 5-minute drive from Melvick Beach. Welcome to yet another stunning beach in Scotland. This place is insanely beautiful. Everyone has been fast asleep since last night and has no plans of waking up early. However, my wee guy and I were woken up by the sound of the waves. A few people are going for a dip, and so are we. The most glorious sea swim in the morning is calmingly revitalizing. Wish you were here. Vamos to our next destination. Sango Sands Oasis is truly an oasis for travelers like us. Bugger, gloomy weather touches down. At least we have a decent hot shower and do our laundry tonight. Good night. It's not really a good morning for us. We are leaving this wonderful paradise with aching hearts. Why? Take a look at this wonderland. The inability to relax and take in what nature has to give is the worst regret we have ever had on this journey. This spectacular movie-like location is perfect for a long week stay. We shall return. And we're going to see the Smoo Cave, a fascinating and captivating tourist destination just right next door. We are in awe of how intricate and exquisite nature can be. Not the usual waterfall you see every day. Leaving Durness is heartbreaking because we never get to take pleasure in it. The entire place is Shangri-La. This time we're a little lost and the road is taking us to Shegra. It's something not in the itinerary, but we're glad to experience another hinterland, and we'll recommend it for campers who just want peace. We're taking another route to the middle of nowhere to witness another beauty. Hold on, are we in America? This part of Scotland has the American vibes. Perfect viewpoint for lunch. Driving down to this side of Scotland feels like a different country. Maybe Philippines? No, wait. We're still in Europe. particularly Scotland, because the wildlife here is tamed. After a long and winding road, we finally found the right path to Clashnessie Falls. I didn't know this place existed. I'm envious because the residents must feel like they're in Valhalla, with that serene view outside their window. That's a cracker. It's time to search for a place to spend the night, but all of the campsites are packed. We're really desperate for a place to sleep. Until we locate this parking lot and set up our tents on solid ground, a brief detour into the interior isn't that bad. Good night. Waking up to this unique scene makes us feel very fortunate, and meeting a new friend is a blessing. We have no plans for our next destination, but we would want to express our gratitude to the stunning woman we met last night for recommending this beauty, who is equally as vivacious and beautiful as she is. I want to give this attraction a name, the Anna Maria Waterfalls. We should find a place to stay where we can relax and enjoy this long journey. It's tempting to just go straight home, you know. A diversion trip to Summer Isles is not in the plan. However, we are happy that we have actually reached this point. A decent showers, toilets, laundry, and a convenience store. Just name it, they've got it. We fell in love again. Home sweet home for 2 nights. Good night. Rise and shine. Everything and everyone here is beaming. It's been a while since I felt this joyful. Given the current climate, the landscape, the accommodation, and everything else I see, I want to begin retirement planning as soon as possible. Swimming is not too uncomfortable, and the water is not as cold as I thought. I envision myself living here for the rest of my days. Everything you need to live a simple, peaceful, and comfortable life, free from drama and stress, surrounded by amazing people, nature, and your loved ones, is right here. If that's all you need in life, why not? We wandered about the neighborhood and found a pleasant seat that would be ideal for spending a leisurely evening gazing at the skyline and the sea. Furthermore, this location is ideal for those who enjoy fishing. Day well spent. Good night. Good morrow. It's time to return to reality and do the infamous packing ritual, which I hope will be the last one. Our itinerary indicates that we have 3 or more stops left. However, because we've been craving mackerel for lunch since day 1 of this journey and haven't been successful, let's go fishing first. For less than an hour, we have the last glimpse of ascent. One day, we'll climb the top, God knows when. We need to eat something at Ullapool to fuel us because we have another couple hours till we reach our next destination, a charming little town. Bound to another dramatic 45-meter plunge view of the Falls of Missock, which means Waterfalls of the Place of Platters in Gaelic, is found along a 1.5-kilometer gorge. How can you have butterflies in your tummy and still find beauty in nature? Oh dear. Time check, 4 o'clock. We're all exhausted, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. We have to decide whether to spend another night at a campground in Fort William or drive the 4 hours straight to our comfortable bed. Glad everyone chose the latter. Bittersweet. This is our official 1,000-mile circumference drive. Our 12-day adventure is over. Thank God we made it home safely. Officially saying good night.